Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. This is going to be section 8 of building the game Oblation. Now, if you aren't caught up, Oblation is the first official release under Red Fool Studio. We are collaborating with an author to create a game based off the book Oblation, Prince of Corruption. Now, this game is a dark fantasy style RPG, so it's going to be very similar to like Legend of Zelda, or like Final Fantasy, or just kind of any old school pixelated type of game. Now, we have a lot in here already. We'll do a little recap, but before we start the recap, please go ahead and wishlist the game to help support us. And also, if you're interested, you can check out the book. It's on Amazon. I attached all the links in the descriptions inside the video description, so go ahead, navigate to there to help us out. But if you want to go ahead and go to the Steam page, it's going to look something like this. It's going to be Oblation, Prince of Corruption. If you scroll on down, you're going to see that wishlist button. Eventually, I am going to update a couple of these screenshots. They're a little outdated, but if you help us out by wishlisting, I would be much appreciated. If you want to be a little more involved with the development team, though, you can go ahead to our official website at redfoolstudio.com, Tools and Games, and then once there, just select the Learn More of the game Oblation. Once you do that, you can scroll on down and of course navigate to the Steam page that way. You can also though kind of help become more of a collaborator by donating to us. If you donate any amount, you'll be added to a wish list, or not a wish list, you'll be donating to us, and you'll be added to an email list that you can help us out and just vote on features. So like, let's say certain weapons we want to add, certain boss battles, anything like that, you'll be able to vote on that. Now, if you want to be even more involved though, you could even have a custom NPC in the game. Now that'll be for anything of 50 or more, and the Venmo link is here. So if you want to, you can go ahead and do that, but even just wishlisting the game is much appreciated. Now let's go ahead and start that recap of our game. Alright, so let's go ahead and kind of discuss what we have here. And even before I do this though, let me drop a quick little message in the chat, just to welcome people in. Let me go ahead. Awesome. Just dropping a quick message in here. There we go. Alright, now let's keep going. Okay, now for the recap. So let's start from the very beginning. So we go ahead, start the very beginning of the game. We have a nice couple splash images here, giving credit, of course, to the development team, Red Fool Studio, and then also the author of the book, Seth Witherow. Once here, we have this nice little UI. From there, we can go ahead and start a new game file. You'll be given a little cutscene here that kind of describes what's going on in the game. Kind of just tells you about the Prince of Corruption, ruining the land. It talks about kind of like a rising hero they need to save everything. And then it just ends with like a little question at the end to kind of get you hooked. Now we might change the actual words in this, but I do kind of like how this kind of explains a little bit about what's going on. From there, you're brought into the game. We currently have a majority of the things set up for the player. That's kind of what our big focus has been, because the player is probably going to be the most complex thing we have in the game. It's a traditional top-down style game, so our player can move up, down, left, and right. We can also use a little dash using some of our mana in the top right corner to quickly move in either direction. We also have a shield button that we can use with the right click. You can shield in whichever direction you're facing. My idea with this is anytime you have a certain type of projectile that can be blocked, we can block it by using this button here. Of course, depending on whether you're facing that projectile. We also can, of course, use whatever weapon we have, such as the sword here. in any direction. We can also hold it down to use a charge attack, just like that. Perfect. We have a bunch of other weapon types as well. We have some potions we can throw. We have a navigation staff, which kind of helps us look around, and of course hints us to whatever we need to do in the specific quest we're in. We also have the wand here, which is a nice little healing ability I thought of. We can use that to like heal us real quick. I might have it use more mana though, because I think it's a little bit overpowering and we kind of can spam it too much. We also have a nice little hammer here. Eventually we'll have like certain boulders or rocks that we can't go through, so we need to unlock this weapon here and then use its ability to smash the area in front of it. Apart from that, on the menu here, we showcase whichever current party members we have. Now, I don't think we're going to give the party members any specific advantages to the player. They're basically going to just kind of showcase, hey, we have these people with us on whatever adventure we're on currently. We also have another page here, though, that showcases the trinkets. Now, the trinket idea, I think, is basically going to be used for any side quests we do. So, I think the side quests will determine which trinkets we get. Well, certain trinkets give us more HP, certain trinkets will give us more base attack stats, and of course, certain trinkets will give us the ability to have slightly different mana. Now, apart from that, we also have the ability to hurt the player, so if we run into an enemy, this block here is just a standalone enemy for now. We'll have actual enemies in it pretty soon, but once we're here, the screen shakes, we get hurt. If we run out of hearts, we then fall on the ground, and then game over appears on the top. From there, we can go ahead and respawn. But so far, that's pretty much everything we have. It is not too much with the game world. We're going to be working on that pretty soon, but overall, I just wanted to kind of finish up the majority of the starting things, which I do like currently. Let me know, though, if you guys have any other ideas for this. I think this kind of works for the type of game it is, because this isn't a very big game. I want it to be more kind of like a cutesy style that doesn't have too much going on in it. Just enough to kind of fill like 5 to 10 hours of gameplay, I think. But overall, I do like it though. I think we're looking pretty good. I like the art style a lot. These assets are from an asset pack I'm using, a commercial use one called Ninja Adventure Pack. I am adjusting it slightly though to best fit the game, because this is a kind of a dark style fantasy game. But so far, I think we're looking pretty good. I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on. So, alright, so the next thing we can do is we need to kind of start doing things based on where we are in the game. So, first thing is this animation opener. So, this thing only needs to happen if our save file says we're on the first save section, because how we're going to do this is we're going to save it based on where we are. So, going to our global script, let's see. If we go ahead and go to where it is main mission int 0. So, anytime our save file has completed main mission set to 0, then we're basically going to say, hey, we are currently not doing anything here. So if we go to our, where is it, data, game save 1, main mission 0. Okay, so when we have that set, then we want to play this animation, okay? So what we're going to do is go back to our main menu here. We're already kicking it off on default, but what we can do is we can say if, and maybe we'll do, let's see, global dot, let's see, just to remember what it was, completed main mission. If completed main mission equals 0, then we can just do this stuff. Nice. But if we're not, and we've already saved the game and we got past the first main mission, then we don't want to do that. Now, the first main mission isn't actually a mission, it's just going to be like a point in the game. If we're set to 0, that means we've just started the game and we haven't gotten any save progress yet. So, we need to do kind of like the opposite of this here. We'll just say else. Because if it equals any other one, then that means we already started the game and got to another save point. So for that, I'm just going to paste in what we have there. Perfect. Okay. So now, if we have saved the game, it won't play that starting animation. It'll just jump us right into the game. Okay? Nice. All right. So let's go ahead and let's talk about this for a second. Okay, so we spawn in the game. Now, what happens here, the only thing we want to be able to do interactively inside this house is we want to collect our shield. Because on the first start of the game, we're going to basically spawn in, and then we're going to be like, oh, let's go outside, because we look around, there's not really anything we can do in here. So we leave, and then we bump into our buddy Carve, who is kind of like our guide almost in the beginning of the game. He's kind of like our friend here. In the story, your parents kind of leave you alone in this little house here to grow up. Carve is kind of like your elder or somebody who like takes care of you. So you bump into him and you can't really walk around yet. You're gonna be like stuck like right here. He talks to you for a second, is like, oh, are you ready for the day? Blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, did you grab everything you need? Make sure you grabbed your, make sure you grab your shield, because I think your shield will be hanging in here, because the current shield we have is like your family shield right now. So we'll go ahead and have that in place. And I think we could just put it somewhere. I don't know, this is like his bed, so we need to just put the shield somewhere. My idea would be to maybe put it in a chest, because I kind of like the idea of chests. So maybe we could do that. If we go in the chest, we could do that, something like that. But I kind of also like the idea of just being able to run into it. But, I don't know. We'll have to think about it. We could either put it in the chest and have our player able to open it up, maybe with the sword or something. Yeah, I don't know. So we go outside, we bump into Carve, he tells us something, we come back in here, we look around for the shield. Or, to be honest, instead, we could just keep the shield on the wall. I think on the wall would be kind of cool if we had it like right here. And then maybe we're gonna run into it or we have to interact with it. I can't decide what we want to do with that. So, let's see. I think we should keep it on the wall. I think we keep it on the wall, that would look kind of cool. In the future, we could add things for chests, I think. But I think on the wall would be kind of like a sentimental thing where it's like, oh, we have our family shield here, we have to come grab it. Yeah, let's do that. But do we want it to, I don't know, do we want it to run into it and collect it, or do we want to interact with it? I kind of like the idea of interacting with things better than not. Like if we just go up to it, I think that's a little silly. So maybe we should just go ahead and interact with it. So, I don't know. We'll need to think about that. Because we're going to need a new system for that then. Because when the player is in hit, we need interact to be active. And we need a specific kind of like box for that, if that makes sense. Because we either are going to collect items based on running into them or selecting them. And then if we select them, how do we know if we have them? I think we're going to have to interact with them. Because if we do it the other way, it's going to be hard to see what we collected. So we go in here, you see the shield. Either run into it or select it. I do like the idea of running into things if we can have like a notification somewhere saying you collected a shield. I'm just not sure where we want to adjust that though. Like, do we want it to be a pop-up bar on the right or left, or do we just want it to like have a text box appear? we need something to showcase that we collected it. Either going to interact with it by touching it, or we're just going to run into it. I think we're going to need to, well, I don't know though. Huh. Either going to interact with it or we're going to touch it. The reason why this is so complicated is because we interact with it, or any interaction for any time we move our hands forward, regardless of if we're holding something or not. Because I don't want to add another button, because we also have mobile controls set up too, and I don't want more than 3 buttons for the mobile controls. We have a hit button, we have the shield button, and we have a dash button. And I kind of like to keep it super simple, just like that. So let's see, if we go, yeah, I think we're gonna have to hit it. We'll have an interacting button. And then we'll just give it a sound when we collect it. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do something. We're gonna have an interactability for the player. And I've done this before. There's an easy way we can do it. We just basically need to make the interacting square active depending on when we have the player moving into hit position. So what we're gonna do is if we go to the player here, you're gonna see we have like hit down. So we're gonna need like a little area 2D active in front of us when we do that. And then just go, it only is gonna be an interacting thing when we're in the interaction. So what we're gonna do is create a new node. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna call it interact box. And we're gonna need an area 2D for each one. So let's go ahead. Area 2D. And we'll just call this interact down. What? Oh, I need a collision shape. And that's fine, the square is fine. But we need it to be where we're kind of like touching it. So like right there. And I'm gonna make the color different. Here we go. Interact down. Interact right. Interact left. And then we need interact up. these all off. So each one is always going to be in disabled mode, because we only want it to be on when we are hitting and, of course, facing the correct direction. So what we're going to do, we're probably going to need to make a function for this in the process. Not the physics process, but the process one. Yep. And we're just going to call this update interact hit. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do a match statement. I wonder if we could do both. I think that's what my worry is. Can we do match for, let's see. We only want to turn it on when it's doing it. So we could say if, is it called hit? I think it's called hit. Interesting. I thought we have a variable for hitting. Maybe we don't. That kind of sucks. Okay, well that's not gonna work. So, we still need a way to know if we're in the hitting animation. So, let's see, global UI, is charge, is dashing, current mana. You know there's a way we're doing this. Let's see. Play hit animation. Well, the only other way we can tell is if it's going to be in the hitting animation. So, animate sprite, yeah. We need to tell whether or not an animation is playing. Let me look at it. There's probably an easy way to do this. And then we're going to be looking for and if that's true, then we can go ahead Could do it this way. This is doable. So we could do an animated spray 2D animation equals hit D. Now we need to turn them off correctly though. So if we do it this way, interact collision shape 2D disabled equals false. Okay, good. We just want them to turn off, basically. That's the problem. So we could either turn off all the other ones individually, or what could we do? So I only want to make it active when we're hitting in the specific direction. So we could do it this way. This is going to be complicated, but it might be the easiest way to do it. Could do it that way. Then we need to do the other types. We can do left. And then up. Which we call that up. Then we can do an else. And we're going to need all these. This is a robust way to do it, but we'll adjust it later. Alright. Now, if we go ahead, make the collision shapes visible, we should see it working. They're all turned off. Huh. That's the opposite. Oh, well, that's big. I know why I did that. I'm a knucklehead. All right, now we can try it. Not going away though afterwards. Just turn off the others. Problem is we want it to turn off completely after the hitting is being done. There's a way we can do that. Just need this guy here. And we need to go to there we go. Okay, so now we can interact, and it doesn't even matter what weapon we're using. If I'm using the wand, it should still work. If I'm using no weapon, it should still work as well. Even if I'm throwing something, technically. We could honestly put no interacting with the potion ones. I don't really think it matters that much, though. It's kind of whatever. Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay, sweet. So now we can interact with stuff. So now, for here, let me turn off that there. Let's see. Now we need to interact with the shield and collect it. So now we're going to put the shield in. match it up. Let's bring that over there. Might be a little big still. I'm going to match it with the same size as the player. So it should be in here. Yep, that's about right. Okay. Let's match it with the bookshelf. There we go. And let's see. Do we want to put it? I think it would look really good right there, I think it wouldn't look bad right there. And then we just have to interact with it to collect it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay. And that looks like significant enough that we have to collect it, I think. Okay, so shield. And let's see. So we have shield there. We need to give it a script. And an array. Actually, before we do that, we need to give our interacting little boxes an interacting tag. So for each one of these, we're going to give it an interacting tag. So then, create an area 2D. It doesn't need to be perfect. There we go. Okay, and then what we need to do for the shield is we need to go ahead. Shield. Yeah, technically it's cooked. Well, that's a script. Hold on. So, first thing we need to do is we only want this to be visible if we're still on the first saved level. So, we're going to do global if global dot, it's like current, I keep forgetting what this is called, current save point does not equal 0. Then we're just going to queue freeze. Why does it not like that? String. Are we a string? Oh, okay. completed main mission. Current party, current save point. Oh, that's just the point. The current save point is just going to be for where the player's being spawned into. That's fine. We can keep that. This is the right one. Current main mission. If it's not 0, then we know we still need to collect it. If global completed main mission does not equal 0, okay. But if that's not the case, then we're going to get our area 2D. We're going to say area entered. And we're going to say if area dot underscore is underscore in underscore group. And we're looking for specifically the group of interact. If that's the case, then we're going to go ahead and give our player the basic shield, because currently they have basic shield. They shouldn't have it in the beginning. B-shield, okay, good. Then we keep reading. Now, here's a question. What if we don't have anything in there? Because I don't know. Might not even work. Well, if I right click, I'm getting the sword, which doesn't make any sense. You know why? It's because it's still holding it. Okay, but then if I interact with this, oh. It should work then. For some reason, it's still right-clicking that. Okay, now I have a shield. But we don't want to do anything if we don't have a shield. So, back to player, back to here. Let's see. If action shield button. If global if global current shield does not equal equals. This might fix the problem, might not, I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, right, yep, not doing anything good, perfect. Then, if I find my little shield, there we go, now I can use the shield, perfect. Okay, awesome. And that should only happen on level 1. I'm gonna add a little button. When we collect stuff, we'll have like a little sound it makes when we collect things. But I think it's kind of nice to interact with stuff. Okay, I like it, I like it. Okay, sweet, so that happens, we collect the shield. Now we need to get started with going outside. And I gotta remove that, because I don't care about that. just an enemy block? So I can probably get rid of this. Yeah, it's just enemy, and we gave it a little collision. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Okay. But we need the outside now. And then we also need to think about the house too. So if we walk out of there, let's see. How could we do this? We probably need a specific area that if we run into an area, it'll close us out and then close us in. I like the idea of freezing the player, setting the animation, and then opening it back up. So we have our player, we walk out of there. So we need another game world, basically. And I think how we're going to do this is we just use the same player node and then update them throughout. Okay, let me double check. So we leave, we get out. I want to like close out when we leave too. I'm pretty sure we're still kind of inside main. So this is deleting itself. We're creating game world inside of it there. We need to create the other one then next. So, in the village cottage, we're gonna need, let's see, area 2, Paul's door, and then for door, it doesn't need to be that big. Be a little bigger so we can see it. Okay. Player runs in the door, then we can spawn in a certain place. So what my idea is for this is we drag and drop an export variable. Let's create a new folder for this. This will just help it be a little bit more dynamic. Okay. We didn't need to put that in there. And we're gonna look for player, I think. If it's player. Yeah, it is. Let's go ahead, if area dot is underscore in underscore group. Look for lowercase player. If that's the case, this kind of sucks that we gotta do this, but we are gonna do new location. Why won't we do that? Oh, that's annoying. So the way we can do this, that's easier. Forget how to do it. Yeah, we might need to have it on ready. It's gonna kind of be a lot though. You know what? This is what it is. Silly. There we go. So I gotta like this for now, but that's okay. Delta. What are you talking about here? Well, that's silly. Who cares? Alright, then we're gonna go ahead and put it somewhere. I think we need to make it a sibling of Game World. Realistically though, we should put everything outside of the cottage. I don't know why we did that. I'm not sure. Is that gonna mess everything up if we do that? I think it might mess everything up. Because I just don't want, like, I like Game World better. And then we add the things in the Game World. Unless, actually, let's keep Game World. I have a better idea. I don't know. That might not be a good idea. Because we're initiating Game World. Game World. So we're going to add a sibling to there. I guess it's okay if we do it like that, it's fine. kind of silly. So we add a new that. If we want to be really smart too, we could do this. Then we're going to take that .q3. Okay. So there you go. That's how we can like spawn in the crypt area. And then by doing the add export var location pack scene, we can keep it dynamic so we don't need to have a bunch of preloads. Now, this might cause an issue because I have a feeling we're going to need preloads, but maybe not. Maybe it'll consider it as a preload. We'll see. Okay. Also, I didn't even think about this, but the door on the left side, if we walk out of the house, I don't know, we're gonna have to figure out a way how to make the house look better on the left versus like up and down. I just really like the layout of the house like this. I think it looks really good. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, so now we need to duplicate game world. Where do we save that? Scenes, maybe? Or should we call this desert land or something? This is village, technically. Two L's in village, I think so. Okay, now it's time to get to work. So, we gotta get rid of all this stuff. Alright, village. Floor. It's not the right floor. We can keep floor, but this one ground. cobblestone. Does anyone have cobblestone? Kind of does have cobblestone, actually. This is actually looks really good. Problem is we need both. We need two of them, basically. Probably need this one. That looks really good too. I do like that better. Honestly, I think because it's kind of like ground. I think we're gonna use that one, and then we're gonna use probably like meadowy, yeah, like dirt and grass. Maybe we'll do lighter, and then once we go into the jungle area, we'll make it darker. Yeah, let's do that. Get some leaves. Okay. So we'll start off with grass. I don't know how big this map's gonna be. Probably gonna need to be a lot bigger than that, to be completely honest. Wow, that's green. Okay. So our house is like to the right, and we're getting out the door that way. So let us. That is so bright though. I hate how bright that is. I think it's okay. Because, like, I'm thinking for the stones, like, I don't know. Let's see how that one works. Or darker. I like the darker one, I think. Yeah, because it's like, I wish they could go a little bit, like, in between. Because, like, that's way too bright. I do like the stone. I think that's kind of cool. Like the cobblestone looks really nice. Okay, cobblestone. So we have our little house here. And remember, we're like stuck in the house because we can't leave quite yet. So maybe we'll do that. Oh, also we need to get rid of the shield. We don't need that in this world. We don't really need door yet. We'll make that eventually. Okay, so we need kind of like a little pillar area. So our player's gonna like start off over here, I think. Ooh, you know what I didn't think about though? We're not saving the direction the player is facing. So if we spawn out here, yeah, we're not gonna be spawned out. We probably need to save the direction. Like globally. Yeah, because if we come out, we're gonna spawn in facing down. We should spawn in facing to the left. But I think it'd be kind of cool. We can walk out just a little bit, just a bit to see kind of what's outside. So we'll spawn in like right here. Carve will be right here, blocking the path. Okay. Let's see. We need village houses. We need one facing to the left too. Could either do this one. I like this one a lot though because there's a wall. I think it's kind of cool to have like a wall. I think it's pretty cool. But what else we got? Nope. Here we go. Yeah, that's more of a village. Ooh, but see what I mean? Like, all of the doors are, like, down. So I have a feeling we're gonna need to make our house. We're gonna readjust the house and how it looks. So we can go outwards down. But then our house should look a little different than everybody else's. Ours should be a little more run down. So, that one looks really bad. It could be that one. But I kind of want to make it have windows, a little bit of windows. So maybe one of these. I just don't like the bone on top of that. Maybe that. We can add some cool stuff on it. Or even that. That looks pretty good too. Which house should be our house? I don't like the thing on the roof. Well, I don't hate that actually. It's okay. These look like stores. I don't want a store. I like this one a lot. I just wish it was a little longer. Do you have any other houses or just the two? Nature, tile set. What's this one? It's like caves. It's okay. Here we go. This might need more village. Oh, that's like run down. Yeah, our house isn't like run down though. I love that though. That's gonna be really cool to make some levels. There's like a forest map we could do. That would be kind of cool. Let's go back up. So we have the desert houses that look a little too nice. But I do really like the walls they have. And then we have these ones. We just need a simple house for our guy. We'll have to roll with one of these. I think we could just do this one and then just give it kind of like its own style. Yeah. But I do like how we can leave in the middle though in some of these. Like this one's really cool, I just don't like that. Or even that one's actually okay. So we either need like one of these. Or even like one of these. I kinda like this. This would be kind of funny if this was our house. It's like super raggedy looking. Really tiny. I think it'd be kind of cool. We're either going to do like that one, or we're going to do this one. Because this is a small village. It's not really a big village. I think that'll be good. Let's do this one. Okay. So we need to change it up a bit. We're probably gonna make that and then this one. Okay. And then we're probably gonna need to adjust it a bit. So we have our walls, we have our ground. Honestly, I feel like we could add a little bit more texture to it. Still way too much. I think it's okay. Type. Better. Just 2. You don't need to go overboard. Okay, we get out of the house, we walk around. What is next? We get stuck. We need to get stuck. So we need like flowers and a gate or something surrounding us. We have a gate anywhere. We should. Yes, we do. Nice. It's a cemetery gate. We have to do these though. We have these. Why don't we have a fence? I like the fence. We can use the fence. Okay. And we need like flowers or something. We do like a fence line there. That's weird. Why can't I connect to that? I guess what I could do is like put it back one almost. It's okay without it. It just looks silly. Surprised there's no corner ones. I guess like that one maybe? No. Very strange. Even that looks silly. I just don't know why it cuts it off. That's weird why it cuts it off like that. It's almost like I'm gonna do a back one. It's okay like that. I'm not complaining. Alright, so you walk out of there. I think it would still be kind of cool walking through stuff, so I'm having a hard time deciding. What we could do? We could change the fence up. I don't like how tall that fence is. Use the short fence. I don't know, I like the graveyard fence. I know it like doesn't look the best, but I just think it looks better. Then again, this one looks, I like how low this one is. Let's try that. I think it's worse. Kind of like the fence better. It's more normal. Problem is, I don't want to be able to walk through all this stuff. So we need like big bush. How do we do this? That looks so dumb though. More like we can't walk through. It's a little better. Put some rocks. That looks a lot better actually. Looks okay. I just don't want to have too many different, like, landmark stuff. Yeah, I don't want to have more color themes. Okay, that's good. But the problem is we need to adjust the house to match this. Right now that's okay. I don't hate it. But when we go back to this, we need to move that over there. We're gonna need that house instead. Because it doesn't match the inside of the walls. Yeah, it's a little better. So then if we go back here, that looks like it's actually kind of part of it. And then we can put the two windows in the front like that. Nice. So which was not as light. It's so light. Oh no, not the floss people. I just don't like the house. Now it's too bright. Man. I want this house, but I want the door in the middle. I do really like these houses. Even that one's good. Oh my gosh. No, the cat's asleep. I don't know, this house or that house. This house just doesn't match the inside of the walls. It doesn't look good. This walls match that orange house. I don't know, it looks okay. I still like all the windows it has. Should like change the roof. Ooh, maybe I could put that roof on that house. I like that roof way better. Charizard Easter egg. Probably. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, this house sucks. We need it to look better. That looks better, kind of. I don't know. Kind of doesn't match though. Who are these people? I feel like you guys are related to me. What did we take that? Oh, I hate it. No, that looks silly. This looks okay to me. It's not that bad. I don't know. It doesn't really blend too well, I guess. But what we could do to make it blend a little better. In East Asia. Okay. Oh, I hate how I can't use the middle button. Okay. I don't love that. But I don't love the inside. It doesn't match well. I like the roof on that a lot. Alright, what do we do here? I need the house to look better. I don't know. If I keep it this way, it matches the vibe of the book. This way's too bright. Doesn't really look like a house to me. What if we just make that smaller? I think we're gonna keep this house. Yeah. Oh well, I think we'll keep it. Alright, we'll keep the house. Maybe one day. house point. What did I call this thing? Village cottage. Okay. Goofy people. Okay. There we go. Cottage Point. We spawn in at Cottage Point. What do we need to do now? Mission 1. We haven't saved. We need to block this off. Carve is going to show up. But if carve... What is going on? Okay, what do we do here? Oh, man. Yeah, it'll be controller compatible. Yep, it should be. It's only like a couple buttons. Let's see, we walk out the door, bump into carve. It's mission 1, we bump into carve. Yeah, I am American. What is going on in this chat? Oh my gosh. Alright, walk it down, go left, hit the guy. Or I make the guy stand there. I don't know. I feel like if we make the guy stand there, we leave the house, walk out. I think he's gonna get surprised and he's gonna walk this way. But how do we... Stay there? Or do we initiate it? Oh my gosh. I think we should walk here. Carve's gonna be waiting for us. I have no idea. So we bump into Carve. I just don't know. Do we want to animate him to like come to us and then stay to us based on the save, or do we want him to just be here waiting for us? Can't tell what we should do. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm gonna have the guy here. We stand here. He's like, ba-doom, and then he like walks over to us and he talks to us because we have to grab something in our house before we leave. Oh my god. That's silly. Okay. Talk to him. Okay. He says hello, he runs into us. Or we just make him stand there. Huh. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we walk this way. We bump into somebody. Oh, I don't know. How do I save this though? Because we can't save it. It's gonna be difficult. Do we? I just don't know how to make this animation for it. We probably hit business taxes. The person's gonna show up. He gives us the sword. He gives us the shield. But how do we do that? We walk out of the house. We go this way. We trigger an event by coming over here. He comes over, and then he talks to us. How do we save that value? In UI, play the animation. What is going on? Alright, he thinks he goes over there. I just don't know how we're going to save that state of the character. Okay, if we have the player, the guy's gonna be here. He's gonna be surprised. He walks down, he goes over here and talks to me. But how do I save that? Because if I come back, if I leave the house and come back, I want him still to be there. Probably not. How do we do this though? Goofy. Alright. Walks in there, talks to us. How do we do the animation of it though? Because we're gonna have to force it to stay. That's not gonna work. Okay, we come outside, we bump into this thing, he hops over here, he talks to us. I can do all that with the trigger, but when we want to save it, how do we save it? How do we save the states of the animation? I'm not sure how we could do that. What? Oh, cat. Is it car? Yeah, there's two cats. Okay, so we walk over here. How do we save the states of the animations? Walks down, bumps into us, talks to us, tells us to get the shield if we don't already have it. We talk to him. But how do we save it? So oh my gosh. Okay. We talk to the person who's waiting for us. Once we talk to him, the problem is if I come back outside, it's still going to show him do the same thing. So we need to prevent that somehow. Okay. We walk out, we talk to him. We need a way to control the animation states when we're in game loading. Carve state 1. Carve state if it's not gonna work. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I need to really think about how we're gonna do cutscenes. Because we get outside, we go over here. Okay. Might as well do the doors first, and then we'll do the cutscenes. Okay. Boop. do I get the name of the node? We could do integers. We're gonna have to think about this. This is tough. Because I'm stuck. Alright, though, I think we're gonna wrap up. Hit the 2-hour mark. Please, everybody, go to wishlist the game at Oblation, Prince of Corruption. Please wishlist the game. If you want to be part of the development team, though, you can navigate to our website, go to Tools and Games, locate Oblation, and then you can donate any amount. If you donate anything at all, you'll be part of the email list to vote for features. If you want to have a custom NPC in the game, you can donate $50 or more, and then we'll contact you and you can kind of give it its own name, its own race, and then also just like anything cool about it that you want. That's how you can help us out. But overall though, what we did today, we added, of course, the new area, the village, and then we kind of wrapped up the starting house scene where we collect the shield. We added the ability to interact with things in the game. And the next section will definitely kind of wrap up the door capabilities and then of course go over the animations. But overall though, we did pretty good. We're getting there. This is kind of like the last hard step and then we can just kind of crank out the rest of the game. But overall, pretty good, guys. I'll catch you later.